Hey guys, it's Alicia from Medika Organics and I am going to be making a soap today, and I thought I'd pop the camera on since it's been some time. It's so good to be back again. I really missed YouTube. It's super time consuming. I'm just going to put my gloves on and take you through a soap with me. But yeah, I haven't been making YouTube videos for a little bit because they take such a long time to edit. So you make the video and that's quick, but to edit it, it will take, you've got to go through it about 4 times, and each time takes probably about an hour of blowout, of cutting and editing. So it's super time consuming, and it can sometimes take me, the better part of a day to edit a video, so hence why I don't do them. Anyway, I have 2 different gloves on, but that's okay. All right, I've got my oils prepped. I'm on a bit of an unusual angle here today, so I just need to make sure I'm in the shot. I'll have to check occasionally, but the phone, because my phone holder like it just slowly droops down. I think I need to get another one. All right, so oil's ready, lye water ready over here. I have already designed my soap. So in this recipe today, I'm actually making, it's a soap to go with hand cream and bath salts that I've got, which I'll grab here. So there's my bath salts. So this particular blend is called Woodflower. So I've done some bath salts in the same blend. And I also have a body balm. So I'm making a soap today to go with those 2 products so I can bundle them up for Christmas. And what I've decided to do for this soap is keep it a nice sort of a paley, pinky colour, and pale pink bordering on really light and creamy. I'm going to put some ochre in this one, and this is a white ochre. And if you can see, hopefully that's focusing. I'll take this off. If you can see that colour, it's almost sort of like a calamine lotion colour. So that should be beautiful. And on the top of the soap, I have decided to put on some cornflower petals and a couple of little jasmine flower buds. I thought they might be a nice addition. I'm also putting kaolin clay into this one, and I'll do up my essential oil now so I can get it absorbing into the clay and the ochre. This first one that's going in is lavender. This next one that's going in is lavandin, which is a type of lavender, but not lavender essential oil. Next one that's going in is hoewood. And then I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of 5-fold orange essential oil. And I'm going to mix all of my essential oils in with some kaolin clay and with my ochre. This is the ochre here, just super beautiful. This ochre has been sourced from country up in North Queensland, so it's super special. I'm going to get those essential oils mixed into the clay and to the ochre, and they'll both help to anchor the scent in the soap. And I'm going to put that out of the way so I don't knock it over. Next up are my oils, which have already been pre-batched. Just makes it a little bit quicker. I'm going to get them blended through so everything is nice and emulsified together. Sodium gluconate, just a little bit of a salt solution, and sodium lactate, which helps me with unmoulding the bars. Give all of that a nice blend together. I'm going to get my mould ready. I like to keep these cardboard thingies in the molds when I'm not using them, just to help keep their shape. And now I will put the lye water in. I'm going to bring it up to a nice light trace. Mix the essential oils in, which have the colourant in there as well, the kaolin, clay and the ochre. And then I'll pour it off and pop some botanicals on the top. I've got my botanicals ready to go. I've got my spoon ready to texture. Spatula. Tea towel if I make a mess. Lye water. Essential oils. That's it. Let's go. Let's make this soap. This is the lye solution going in. This is sodium hydroxide mixed with purified water. And once this emulsifies with the oils in here, it turns into soap and glycerine. There is no sodium hydroxide left in the soap. I always like to keep an eye on the temperature while I am blending my soap up to make sure it doesn't get too hot. I'm just going to mix the clay and the ochre up to get it all agitated through that essential oil. And then I'm going to pour this beautiful blend in. Hopefully I get a nice pale pink colour, but we'll see. We shall see. It's the first time I'm making this soap, so I'm not too sure. Okay. Put it. Alright, just give it a nice little gentle blend up. That smells really nice. So you initially get a hit of lavender and orange, then the lavender comes through, but you also get that sort of deep woody scent from the hoe wood coming through a little bit as well. Right, just going to give that a little blend. It's good. It's sitting at 37 degrees Celsius, which is a nice temperature. Not getting too hot. If your soaps get too hot, or if your soap batter gets too hot, you will lose some of the scent because it evaporates with heat. Okay, I'm actually going to get this poured off now, so make sure that's a shot there. Get that poured in. So it's a nice basic soap. I'm not doing any swirls in this one. Right up to the tippy top. I'll just get this scraped out. I'll let it set up a fraction, and then I will texture the top and put the botanicals on. I'll be back in a second. So I've just decided to sprinkle a little bit of the ochre powder across the top and swirl it through, which I'm doing now. So it's very full, this soap, so I'm just using my soap, my spoon to sort of push that ochre down and swirl it through the soap. And because I have the base of my soap is predominantly olive oil, it does give me the time to play with the batter, which is very handy. So I'm just going to get that swirled through, make sure it's all mixed in well. It's looking good. Got a little bit more time, not too much more here. You can see it's setting up there. But I think I've got that mixed through pretty well. All right, I think that's good. Okay. Just get that spoon cleaned off. I'm going to clean the mold up here a little bit, and then I'll get it textured before it gets too set up. I like to just scrape the sides down because if you have this sort of overhanging soap here, you end up with this kind of muffin top looking soap slices. Just going to give that a little bit of a wipe down. Okay, now I'll just give it a little texture so I can put my botanicals on the top. So what I'm going to do today is just push the sides over and run the botanicals down the middle, and I'll give them little pockets to sit in. So just coming straight from the edge, pulling in and up, in and up, all the way down to the other end. Ooh, my door's creaking there, it wants to close. Must be getting a breeze out there. All right, and then I'm just going to create some little pockets to sit the botanicals in. So I'm just literally going up and down, but pulling the spoon back towards this end as I go. And I'm going to come back the other way so I don't end up pushing a ton of soap off the end there. Okay, and then I'm going to sprinkle. I only just want the smallest amount of botanicals over this one, so I'm just going to do a really little bit for each soap bar. I'm just going to pop these gloves off. One moment. Just going to pop those gloves off, sprinkle them on. It's hard sprinkling botanicals with gloves on because they stick to the gloves. Okay, it's beautiful. So I think each soap there should get a little bit of corn flour, and then I'm going to try and pop a little jasmine bud on each one if I can. I'm just going to snap these twigs off because I personally don't like those. So pop them on. I hope everybody has been really well, and I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'm sorry that I haven't been posting many videos. I just don't have the time, to be honest, but I will when I can. I will. I won't be able to do them as regularly as what I was because I'm just getting a little bit busier, but when I can I will. So I don't want to put that back in there. I'm kind of crushing the little buds as I'm pulling these stalks off, unfortunately, but I don't want the stalks on. I don't like jasmine stalks in my soap. Wish you could buy them without stalks on them. That'd be good. Okay, a couple more, I think. Oh, this looks absolutely stunning. Looks really pretty, and I'm just gently popping its little feet in. I'm not pushing it down too much. I just want it to grip. I don't want to drown it. I think that's good. I might just do a little bit just there. Okay, tidy up. One moment, because I'm a little bit of a clean freak. All right, let me give you a quick look at the soap before I put her to bed. I'm going to come around here behind so I can make sure you can actually see it. There she is, looking really pretty. And I'm hoping, it's hard to tell in this light, but it's got a very light baby pink colour to it. So I really hope that pulls through in the cure. But I'll be back soon and show you the cut. I'm just going to tidy up. I'll leave the camera on while I do this. This is all I do to tidy up, guys. I don't let my containers sit around for a day or two to let the soap saponify. I literally just wipe it out with a rag like this. Get all of the soap out. Hopefully I'm in the shot there. Make sure I get all of the soap out. Even in these little corners, I'll push my finger down into those corners to make sure all the soap's out. That's good. So is that. And I'll clean my stick blender. So always out of the PowerPoint. And again, I push my fingernails into any little corners just to make sure all of the soap is out. And that is a clean stick blender. And I will let my tea towel sit for a day or two, and then I'll put it in the washing machine. And it's that easy. You don't need to, you know, take everything to the sink, get raw soap down your sink, have all of those dramas. It's just not necessary. Give it a wipe out, you're done. I do pop these in my dishwasher probably about once a week and give everything a really good hot wash. But this is definitely good for my next batch, which I'm about to do in about 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm back for the cut. Oh, let me just turn my humidifier off. Back for the cut. It hasn't pulled through the pinky colour, but it's a nice sort of creamy looking soap. So I'm just going to grab my soap cutter. Put that down there. Get you open. You can actually see the swirls of ochre that I put through, that I sprinkled on just when I was texturing the top. So that looks, might get some pretty swirls through there. Let's get it chopped up. That's gorgeous. It's just the most subtle swirls, and it's a really creamy colour. I think that's super pretty. I'm just going to grab a tray over here. I'm going to put my soap in. Oh, that's really lovely. I love it. Love, love, love. So if I lift these up, you should be able to see, I think. I'll show you anyway. Pretty. Okay. So there is just the most subtle swirl from that ochre. I think they look really pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll get the other bit chopped up.
Can't get enough of your song at the moment. Download, indulge in the concert live over and over again. Take advantage a little more.
There's beautiful ochre swirls. This is Woodflower. coming soon. Smells good. Smells really good, and it's only going to get better. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if you're new here, thanks for watching. I used to upload a video sort of every couple of weeks, but things have been busy for me lately, which is not a bad thing. Let me give you a close-up of the soap. There you go. There she is in all her glory. There you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one.